everyone, it's Todd here from Baking with Hallow Kitchen. This week we're celebrating National Superhero Day with a fun recipe out of the Marvel Eat the Universe cookbook. Join me today and find out what we're cooking today, only on Baking with Hallow Kitchen. Fox Hallow fam, I'm Todd and welcome to Baking with Hallow Kitchen. Well, as I said before, we're celebrating National Superhero Day with a fun recipe out of the Marvel Eat the Universe cookbook by Justin Warner. Today I'm going to show you how to make Moon Knight's Chicago Dog Pizza. It's everything that you love in a Chicago hot dog right on top of a pizza. It's simple, easy, it's scarily good. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. You can find today's recipe in Marvel Eat the Universe, the official cookbook by Justin Warner. We found it on Amazon, or you can find it where any other book is sold. Alright, to start off our Chicago dog pizza, just as we've always seemed to do anytime we make a pizza, we're going to start off with our dough. We're going to do 2 cups of flour. To that we're going to add 1 package of rapid rise yeast. The reason why I like it using this is it's very quick and it gets the dough nice and poofy. A teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of sugar, 3/4 cup of water. And then 2 teaspoons of oil. And we're just going to mix this together until we get a nice soft dough. You may have to scrape the bowl once or twice, but other than that, it's a really, really nice simple dough that we absolutely love using here. Alrighty, that looks really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and take this off our dough hook here. I'm going to knead it with just a tiny pinch of flour, and then we're going to put it in a well-oiled bowl here and get it in a warm place just enough to get it nice and puffy here. But until then, we're going to proceed to our next step. Sound good?
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, while our dough's rising, we're going to do a little bit of prep work here. I got 3 nice size beef hot dogs here, and we're just going to take our time here and dice them up just like they would be pepperoni. Now Dave, have you ever had a Chicago hot dog?
I can't say that I have, honestly.
Okay. And what kind of appealed you with this recipe here today?
I thought it sounded cool with the peppers and tomatoes and pickles and stuff like that. I thought it sounded like a good recipe to try.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a unique pizza to try. Mm-hmm. We've never made this before, so this is definitely going to be a different taste and a different take on anything we've done. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about this. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting these up. And then I believe we're going to be cutting up some onions too.
Oh yeah.
And tomatoes?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and show you how we do that here and move on.
Alright.
Next up, we got our onions here. So, as you guys have known before, I am no expert at slicing or dicing. Dave's usually the expert on this, so bear with me if the cuts look a little off, but I'm just going to do my best here. Mm-hmm. I may cut these down a little bit because this was a fairly big onion. Mm-hmm. I mean, what do you think, Dave?
Yeah, it looks good. I think it'll be fine. We just need onion slices.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to do it a little bit of justice here, so. Okay, and boom. I'm going to go ahead and cut these up a little bit smaller, and then we're going to be cutting up some tomato then. Okay. Sound good?
Yeah.
And now lastly, we're going to quarter 2 tomatoes here. Now, you guys at home may have noticed I've been switching between cutting boards and knives. And Dave, why would we do something like that?
Oh, just to prevent cross-contamination, keep everything nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because you never know.
Mm-hmm.
So, rather be safe than sorry. Okay. How's that looking there, Dave?
Looking good.
Okay, that's one.
Okay.
Okay, and two.
Okay.
Alright, now that we're moved over here to the stove, we're going to fry off our hot dogs for our pizza. We're going to have our saucepan here set to medium heat. And we're just going to pour our hot dogs in, and we're just going to fry them off until they're nice and crispy. I'm just going to say they kind of remind you of, well, the pepperoni on like any other everyday pizza. Okay, I think these look pretty good here. I mean, what do you think here, Dave?
I think they're pretty good. They're getting crispy around the edges.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take these off and get any excess grease off onto some paper towels. And in this same saucepan here, we're going to take half of our onion that we chopped up from before and just soften them just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, I think our onions look pretty good here, so we're going to go ahead and take a 1/4 cup of sport pickle brine and just add that to our onions here. And you want to make sure you scrape off any brown bits that you may have on the bottom of your saucepan here. And just let this cook off here for a little bit. Alright, we got this cooked here for a little bit. To that we're going to add a couple sport peppers. Half of our tomatoes that we used before and cut up. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to take a 1/4 cup of yellow mustard and just add that to the mix here. And then we're just going to cook this off here for a little bit until it becomes a thicker sauce. Sound good, Dave?
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited about this. This is definitely going to be a little bit of a wild idea, but we definitely go big or go home with this. And then also we're going to add a 1/4 of pickle brine to the mix also.
Okay.
And then we're just going to cook this off until it becomes a thicker sauce.
Okay.
Alrighty?
Sounds good.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, now that this has simmered here and it's also a little bit thicker, we're going to go ahead and take this off and put it in our trusty Ninja and process this down till it's nice and smooth. Alrighty, we've got our sauce off the stove here, so we're going to go ahead and just pour it gently into our Ninja here. Try not to make a mess here with this, because you know it's not a Fox Hollow show without something going airborne or
Oh yeah.
something being slopped all over the table here. Alright, set that aside. And then, as I said before, we're just going to process this down until it's nice and smooth.
Okay.
Alrighty, I think that looks pretty good there. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, that looks great.
Minus the little bit of drippage, but we're going to go ahead and just set this aside, and I think we're going to get ready and start assembling our pizza.
Okay.
Alright, our dough has risen here, so we're going to go ahead and get it out of our bowl. It's a little sticky, however, we're going to put some flour down.
There we go.
And we're going to work this into about a 16-inch circle. And then we're going to get it on our pie pan. And then we're going to top our pizza. Sound good?
Sounds great.
And in regards to superheroes, Dave, who is your favorite?
I was always a Spider-Man guy.
You were always a Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess with that being Marvel, I guess that would work. And many of you guys know at home, I'm more of a DC dude. And I always liked Batman and the Flash.
Okay. That's
so
good.
Yeah, a little known fact about your friends here at Fox Hallow. So I'm going to go ahead and work this out, and then we'll get it ready for our pizza.
Okay.
Alrighty. Alright, I got our dough spread out here pretty good. Next up, we're going to just take some oil, and we're just going to brush it on top here. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and do it that way. Probably a little too much.
Yeah.
But
That'll be alright.
yeah. And then lastly, we're going to just put some poppy seeds on the pizza here. Alright, next up we're going to take our sauce that we processed down.
Okay.
We're just going to pour it onto our pizza.
That looks
Different.
different.
You kind of paused there for a second, Dave, so.
Okay.
But yeah, it smells really good. It smells different. But yeah.
Spread it all out, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a different taste, but I think somebody once said, you know, there's no point in living if you can't feel alive, and this is definitely one that you definitely take a chance on, and it's fun to make.
Yeah.
Just all the different ingredients that you really wouldn't take into perspective with a pizza.
Mm-hmm. But they're all ingredients on a Chicago dog. So.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get our regular toppings and get it ready for the oven here.
Okay.
Alright guys, who's ready to top our pizza? We already pre-shredded some mozzarella cheese here.
Okay.
And Dave, once again, why do we use the block as opposed to the packaging?
Because the packaged cheese, the pre-shredded cheese, has an anti-clumping agent that makes it not as melty.
Yes. And we prefer using a melty cheese, especially on a pizza. I mean, you want that ooey gooey ness of the cheese. And I was always told, and someone can correct me at home when you watch this, try and get more cheese on the outside than the inside, because whenever it melts, the cheese will slide towards the middle. Okay. We got our cheese here.
Okay.
Next up, we're going to take our tomatoes that we made up before. Dave was nice enough to slice these down here for me a little bit better. I mean, this is definitely going to be a very bright pizza.
Oh yeah.
With just some different flavors, which different flavors are always really good. Then the rest of our onion from before. Try to get that spread out a little bit better. Just a little bit there. Next up, some pickle. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very unique taste and definitely something exciting and different for our superhero themed episode.
Okay.
And
finally,
what are we missing here, Dave?
We're missing our dog.
Yes, you can't have a Chicago hot dog pizza without, of course, hot dogs. So we're going to take our hot dogs from before, all fried up here. Just kind of sprinkle it over the pizza. Yeah, this looks really, really cool. And it's definitely going to be something you really wouldn't expect to put into a pizza. But it's definitely going to be something fun, unique, and definitely a lot of different flavors are going to go into this. between the sauce, the hot dogs. I mean, that looks pretty good right there.
That looks really good.
So yeah, I believe we're going to get this in the oven at 400 degrees.
450.
450 and bake it for 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right, let's get it in. Now it's time for my favorite part, the taste test. So let's see how we did here. See if I can get a little bit of a bite. This is actually pretty good. First time ever trying this. Definitely a different acquired taste. You guys are going to love it. Enjoy. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you again for joining me and encourage you to check out our Friends to Support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, it's good times and good food on Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. I'll see y'all soon. If you like this video or any of our other videos,
Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.